interest in GreenStage, if you'd like to donate to keep us going, go to our website, which is greenstage.org, and you will find information and a link there to donate. For now, sit back, relax, and please enjoy the show.
And stand by sound.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring me, but how slow methinks this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Hippolyta, I woo thee, my sword, that won thy love doing thee injury, but I will wed thee in another key. Pomp, triumph, and with revelation.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke!
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. Pah! And my gracious Duke, this man has bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander. Pah! Thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men, to live a barren sister all your life, to undergo such maiden pilgrimage, but earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing date betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diane's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he. As well possessed, my love is more than his, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconsistent man.
I must confess I have heard as much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate. To death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. But cheer, my love.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beseem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes?
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander! I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena.
Call you me fair? Oh, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so, yours would I catch her, fair Hermia, ere I go. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me
Oh,
still.
that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon frank primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of it? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all, but he do know. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine, and when this hail from some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein, I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Hey!
Hey!
Good to see you.
Snug.
Here's all our company here.
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll with every man's name, which is thought fit throughout all Athens to perform in our interlude with the Duke and Duchess at his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, you must say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Oh, me? Yes!
Yes.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it, if I do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant, or I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks at prison gates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute.
That was, sorry. That was for Hercules' vein or Tyrant's vein. Sorry.
Francis Flute.
Because I'm sorry. Because, a lover would be more condoling, like...
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a late woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You may play it in a mask, and then you may speak as small as you will.
No, and I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will do it in a monstrous little voice, like a, ooh, Thisbe, and oh, you, Pyramus, lover dear, thy lady dear and Thisbe dear.
No. You must needs play Pyramus and flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Oh, here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I shall do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that the Duke shall say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, and you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and then they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
I would hang
That would hang us every mother's son.
Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, that if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more choice but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, that I shall roar you as gently as any suckling dove. I will roar you as 'twere a nightingale. Roar, meow,
You can play no part but Pyramus! For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanly-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, nay, desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile about the town. There, by moonlight, we will rehearse, for if we met in the city, we'd be dogged with company, and our devices known.
We will
Pray
meet,
you,
and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously.
I pray you.
Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
How now, spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coats spots you see. These be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. The queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, nigh others trained to chase the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in Grover Green, by fountain clear to spangled starlight sheen, but they do square, that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow? Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck? You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am the merrier wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat bean-fed horse beguile. Nay, and in the likeness of a filly foal, sometimes look I in a gossip's bowl, and the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob. Sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxing in their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour never was wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress. Would that he were gone.
Ill met, my moonlight proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, keep hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou, for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with glitter, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, dale, forest, or mead, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and old Hime's thin and icy crown, in odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds, is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, she is pretty, and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long intend you within this wood stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for the fairy kingdom.
Go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and sweet harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, laid on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote on the next live creature it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here, as the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round the world in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing, then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who's here? I am invisible, and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not. Therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other one slayeth me. Thou toldst me that they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I in plainest truth tell you, I do not, or I cannot love you?
And even for that I do love you the more.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then, how can it be said that I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Oh, the wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase.
I will not state your questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief, Demetrius.
Oh,
Oh, fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal to my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed when we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon a hand I love so well.
Very well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite all canopied with luscious woodbine, with musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and light. And because of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it. And seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, and look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute, hence. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby.
Thou seest, when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thine eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sin sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning of love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as well may be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So, be far distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer say I. And then in life, when I end loyalty, here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, and Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens doth he wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty girl, she does not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eye I throw all the power that this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I'm gone, for I must now to Oberon.
I charge thee hence. May you not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so, my eyes were oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Oh, but who is here? Lysander? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though we love your Hermia? What though? Yet Hermia loves you still.
No, content with Hermia. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? And reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth, you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess I thought you a lad of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse, mate of another be such abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. And all my power address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Oh, help me, Lysander, help me! Do my best to put this going under my breath! Oh, why me, for pity? What a dream was here! Oh, Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? No? Then I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you. I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, 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 pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. And we will do it in action, as we will do
Peter
it before
Quince.
the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a larkin, a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and, for the better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This'll put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider for yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearsome wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not the lion?
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through, saying thus, or to some defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, 'twere pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly that he is Snout.
Snug.
Snug. The tailor.
Joiner.
Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there's two hard things. That is to bring moonlight into a chamber, for as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
We could do it in the parks.
Now, one must come in with a bush of
Yes.
thorns or lanthorn and say that he comes to disfigure or rather present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, to talk through the biblical crevice of a wall.
You can never bring in the wall.
Well, that's why
What
somebody
would say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall,
That's
and he shall have plaster or loam or some kind of rough cast about him to signify wall. and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper. Oh, thank you.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. And when you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so every man according to their cues.
What ebbing homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What, a play, Todd? I'll be an auditor. An act or two, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Okay. Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! And by stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A strange appearance that ne'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you know he goes, but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour like the red rose on triumphant briar, true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man! Why, you must not say that yet that you answer to Pyramus. Why, you speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
If thou fair Thisbe,
oh, monster so strange! Fly, masters, fly!
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, but thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
Oh, God! What do you see? Oh, you want to see an ass head of your own, do you? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. Well, I will not stir from this place. Do as I can. I will walk up and down, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afeard. They also cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose notes full many man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. Hee-haw!
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love do keep a little company together these days. Well, more's the pity some honest neighbor will not make them friends. I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would have wit enough for my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whither thou wilt, or no. I am a spirit of no common race, and the summer still doth tend upon my face, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me.
Okay.
I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. Peas, blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we
we
go?
go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
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 I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, well, I shall desire more acquaintance of you, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Peas Blossom.
Oh, well, why, commend me to Master Squash, your mother, and Master Peas God, your father. And your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. I promise you, your kindred hath made mine eyes water till now.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit?
My mistress with a monster is in love.
Yes!
Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dole and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that worked for bread upon the Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at this sight, away his fellows fly. I left them on this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in the moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that's finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should do thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'ershoosed in blood, plunge into the deep and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced to the heart with your stern cruelty, yet you, the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch. Can a worm, an adder, do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for what I can tell.
I prithee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege. Never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? How thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Thy misprision must perforce ensue, some true love turned, another false, turned true.
Then fate o'errules that, one man holding troth, a million fail, confounded oath on oath.
About the wit go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, faster than the arrow from the Tatar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye, and his love he does spy. Let her shine more gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy bands, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Ha! Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll two at once woo one, that must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born in their nativity, all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, deadly holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Wait, oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her and loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess! Nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thy nine? Oh, crystal is muddy. How ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow.
Oh, spite, oh hell, I see you all are set against me for your merriment. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me in your hearts. You are both rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor man's eyes.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And of yours, of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste such idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but as a guest-wise sojourn. But now, is Helen home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not thy faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abate it dear. Look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Thou wert not by my eye, Lysander found. My ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me lead thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Well, she is one of his confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have you, with these two contrived to bait me with this false derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting is all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. It is not maidenly.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious and celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, preserver. Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Oh, wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up, but fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
We do not scorn her so.
Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Come quick.
Lysander, where to tends all this? Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love? Out, tawny tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
So do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond forever, see the weak bond holds you. I'll trust not your word.
What, should I hurt her? Strike her, kill her dead. Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What, can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, me. What news, my love? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, oh the gods forbid, in earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of question of doubt. Therefore, be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love, Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler. You canker blossom. You thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet! Why so I? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails cannot reach into thine eyes.
Oh, I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in trueness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think she is something, because she's something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower! Harsh again!
Good, Hermia, don't be so bitter with me. I ever were to love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that love to Demetrius. I told him of yourself into this wood. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, I will bear my folly back and follow you no further.
Why, get you gone! Who is that hinders you?
Oh, my foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
She's angry. She is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Again! Oh, nothing but low and little. Will you suffer her to flout me thus?
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering not grass made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
You, mistress. All this coils long of you.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray. My legs are longer to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakes, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man from the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it did so sort. For this, their jangling, I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie thee therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Till Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep, then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property. When next they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, whilst I in this affair do thee employ. I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will release her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things will be peace.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Ah!
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward, art thou fled?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars?
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, and then he's gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me, come thou gentle day.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Oh, now go thy way. Faintness constrained me to measure out the length of this cold bed. By day's approach, what should be visited?
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. For these people that my company detest. Oh, and sleep that sometimes shut sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but free. Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Ah, here she comes. Cursed and sad. Ah, Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females sad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Oh, bedabbled with the dew and torn with the I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Oh, here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound, all applied to your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man should take his own, in ye awaken shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I, thy amiable pixie coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy. What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones. But, I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage I now begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. Then did I ask her of her changeling child, which straight she gave me. And her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Yes. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the other do, that may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I'll release the fairy queen. Be thou as thou wast wont to be. Be thou as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eye doth loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
Now with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now, you and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all to fair prosperity. There shall the pair of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fairy King, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade, We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander is, this Demetrius is, this Helena, the old mater's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Oh, good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds now to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
Pray you all stand up. I know you are two rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep it by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would have, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of their purpose hither to this wood, and I, in fury, followed them. Fair Helena in fancy followed me. But good my lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will evermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by, with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn. Our purposed hunting shall be set aside, and away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
He seems like he thinks with a parted eye when everything seems double.
So many things, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel. Mine own, and not my own.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems that we yet sleep. We dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him? Huh?
Yea, and my father?
Yeah.
And Hippolyta?
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus. Hey-ho. Bit of acquaintance! Flute the bellows mender! It's not the tinker! Starveling? That's my life. Stolen from hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. That's the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass, if he were go about to expound upon this dream. Methought I had. There's no man who can tell what methought I had. Past the man is but a past fool, if he were offered to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to deceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. Hee-haw!
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forth, doth it?
It's not possible, for we have no man in Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, it's Bottom!
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, oh, most courageous day, oh, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. All I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no garlic or no onions, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. Well, no more words, away! Go away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such changing fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever strange and admirable.
Come now, What masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Come, illustrate!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What masks, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
A brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That's hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have ever known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Then, what are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, my noble lord, it's not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing. No.
So it please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in respite. We come not in minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here as you would here content you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know. Now, gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. Well, wonder not till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, that you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through walls crater poor souls they are content to whisper, 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 at the which let no man wonder. Now, this man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. Now this grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, tarrying first by night, did rather run away, or rather did affright. Roar, roar, ah, ah! And as she fled, her mantle she did fall. With that which Lion, vile with bloody mouth, did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Ah, ah, ah! Whereat, with Blade with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. Ah, 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 and Thisbe, tearing in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, wall, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
In this same excuse me. In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, there would be craned hole or chink, the which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often secretly. This loom, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman here to speak any better?
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night. Oh, night with you so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night. Oh, no, lack, alack, alack. And I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that standst between our father's ground and mine. But thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eyne. Oh, well, thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Oh, no, in truth, sir, it should not. You see, deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I am to answer her through the wall, and it shall, you'll see, it shall fall pat as I told you. Yeah, well, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the cranny to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love methinks.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander's am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Not to Shaftless was Procris so true.
As Shaftless to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou to Ninny's tomb straight away?
Ninus!
Tide, come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged, sir, and being done, thus wall, away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come and strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of good conscience.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the moon present.
He
So,
should have worn the horns on his head.
This lanthorn doth the moon present.
Oh, this is the
Myself,
greatest
the
error of
man
all
in the
the rest. The
moon.
man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is the moon? How else is it the man in the moon?
But proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with good grace.
Yes.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy lovely beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truth Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty dark, oh dear! Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come! Cut, thread, and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quail!
Passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
He shrew my heart, but I pitied the man.
However, nature, didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the dearest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound. Out, trusty sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, the left pap, where the heart doth hop, And thus I die. Thus, thus, hoi, hoi. Now am I fled. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. You gotta press the button, Moon. It's right there. Just, you press the button. Just get here. Die. Die! Oh, God! Die! Oh, no! 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 Die!
With the help of a good surgeon, he might yet recover.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb! Must cover thy sweet eyes, these my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslick cheeks are gone! Lovers make moan! His eyes were green as leeks, oh, sisters three, come! Come to me with hands as pale as milk! Lay them in gore, shod with shears, his thread of silk, tongue not where to come, trusty blade. Come blade my breast and bruise. Ah, and farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Thank you. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomast between the company?
Oh, no epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. And never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. The iron tongue of midnight hath told the bell. Lovers to bed, almost very time. But come, your burgomask.
Now the hungry lion roars, while the wolf behows the moon, while the heavy plowman snores, all with the weary task for done. Now the wasted brands do glow, while the screech owl screeching loud puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now is the time of night that the graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth the sprite in the churchway paths to glide, and weave carries the run by the triple Hecate's teeth from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now a frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house, gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle thing, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends. And Robin shall restore amends.
Thank you so much for joining us and your virtual neighbors tonight as part of GreenStage's 32nd year of Shakespeare. While the 2020 season is very different from what we originally planned, we look forward to coming back to a park near you as soon as that is safe. We strongly feel that theater should be accessible for everyone, which is why we perform for free. Every year, community partners like For Culture, the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, and Seattle Parks and Recreation provide support. But the majority of our funding comes from audiences exactly like you. Check out our website, greenstage.org, for ways to donate to our future. There's even a link to get some of our merchandise. This is the first of our virtual play reading series, so join us for Henry V and The Tempest the next 2 Saturdays. Thank you again, and be well. Good night.